Well, what's up,
We're
everybody?
here.
Chrome Domes.
Chrome
Chrome's in the
Domes.
house. Chrome and Slinkies. I found the Slinky off of Comic Book
And then I'm in the
101.
back.
And, oh yeah, and Sidekins is in the back. Where's Sidekins at? Show Sidekins. What's up,
Show
Sidekins?
you.
Where is that guy?
Where is that guy? You're not bald though.
I know I'm not. That's why I didn't. That's why I'm not showing myself right away.
Give it 5 years.
About 5.
About 5.
About 5
He's
is about
lucky.
right. Yep. It's about what
I
happened.
was 27, I think, when I finally.
I was 28, 29. Yep. Then it started going. Anyway, welcome to Nerd Talk. We are shy of a lot of people tonight because one has to work a real job
I'm not shy.
and the other one's at a con. And where is that con at?
Detroit.
Detroit. Oh my
Nice.
God.
Yeah, a bit
no.
of a distance.
Yeah, it's Detroit.
They have cons in Detroit?
Well, they do, but they're the real cons, and they'll take your
All right, that's
money,
what
and
I'm
they're
saying.
called
Is it
the
safe?
government anyway. But anyway, and then our other ones is he needed some time, so we're getting some time. So you're stuck with us. Whoa! Yay! Anyway, so tonight I thought we would go back to some old school nerd talk.
Origins.
Origins.
Got
And you know, the first thing we're going to talk about, I think Dylan's got the video up, is I guess World of Warcraft.
Yeah.
It's coming out with some big thing.
It did. It came out on Monday night, 6-hour time.
Okay.
For everyone in Florida. Battle for Azeroth has finally dropped, ladies and gentlemen. It is time for you to start going back and start grinding, whether it be rep level or eye level. All of those are important because our new factions are here, our new allied races are here. So before I go into too much detail,
So hold on a second. You said you have to go grinding.
Yeah, grind levels.
Okay, and then what's the 3 levels?
Reputation, level, and eye level. Eye
Okay,
level is-
so when I was growing up, if I was grinding,
Yeah, I know. Yes.
and eye level was awesome. It gave you a good reputation. And what's the other one?
I think you hit them all, yeah.
I'm just gonna roll the trailer.
Okay.
Be back in a minute, everyone.
Hey, bye.
Ours is a cycle of hatred. Alliances forged and broken. We have paid the price for sharing this world. And we have forgotten what makes us strong.
Close ranks! Advance has won! Lordaeron will be ours! My king, we have her cornered.
Keep firing!
Stand as one for the Alliance!
That was good.
It was fun. It was we're going back to old Warcraft, so it's the idea of land grabs, fight for land, fight for power, fight for control. Battle for Azeroth is bringing us a ton of new stuff for us to experiment and play with. My personal favorite reason for playing the new one is the allied races. Allied races are new races that have come to Warcraft that are just small spin-offs and a few side swappings from different races that were on different factions before. For example, the Dark Iron Dwarves have rejoined the fight. So the Molten Core assholes who we fought when we were level 60 are now joining the Alliance. The Magheart Orc that we were introduced to on Draenor have joined the Horde. The High Mountain Tauren, which we met in Legion, have joined in on the Horde side. The Lightforged Draenei that we also met in Legion have joined the Alliance. The Nightborn, also met in Legion, have joined the Alliance. The Void Elves, which are relatively new, but they follow Illyria Windrunner, have joined the Alliance. And then, of course, the Zandalari Trolls have joined the Horde. And
So you have
humans.
elves fighting elves?
Yeah. Nice. Not all elves like each other. Night Elves and Blood Elves are enemies, and then High Elves are kind of this weird hierarchy. They're where the elves split. Those are the original. So that would consist of Sylvanas and her Sylvanas and her two sisters, Alira, Valira, and then you have her, who is Sylvanas. The three Windrunners.
Because I'm a blood elf.
Let me ask
You are.
Let me ask you something.
Yes.
So if someone's never played it before,
Now is the time to start.
okay, would you start here, or do you recommend starting from the beginning?
Well, if you get the cool thing is about WoW is if you do want to start from the very beginning and learn all the lore and go through the older raids and whatnot, you absolutely can. You can always go back to level 1 and do it. The current speed run for level 1 to 110, which is the old level cap. The new level cap is now 120. Okay. I think it took 6 days. 6 days of like 12 hours a day, and he knocked it out and got to max level. So it was really, really cool. He was really, really efficient and did reputation as well as he was climbing. But if you don't want to, but you want to play the new X-Pack,
right,
and you want to go to Zandalari and Kul Tiran and go and meet some of the allied races, you totally can. WoW's got a great system for that. When you buy the expansion, you are given a level 110 boost. It will boost a character all the way to level 110. Then from there, that level 110, you can then level up to 120 with everybody else and play the new expansion, play the new X-Pack. It's a lot of fun. I currently am saving mine for my Magheart Orc. Once I get them unlocked, I get the allied races unlocked, I'm going to make Magheart Orc, and I'm going to level him to 120 from 110. And then later on down the road, if I feel like making an alliance, I might make a Dark Iron Dwarf and level him from 1. Because I don't like Stormwind, I don't like the alliance all that much, but I could definitely still have some fun.
We have a guy online goes, Nicholas he goes, I'm alliance.
Well, that's lame. because
Oh, that's
sucks.
no. We like our viewers. Don't listen to the comments and of Dylan. Do not.
Reflect.
Of course you do. You're a Horde member too, for the Horde.
Hey, Jennifer's on there.
The Alliance is, well, they're missing a big tree now, so I'm okay with what we've done so far. For the Horde. Hashtag Sylvanas did nothing wrong.
Sylvanas did nothing wrong.
Can I comment that? I think I can. Hold on.
Can you?
I can, even as the hashtag Sylvanas. Oh, I put a space, I think.
So I'm being quiet because I'm trying to share out so we can get all our
nothing
fans on board.
Wrong.
Exactly.
Here we go. Hashtag Sylvanas did nothing wrong. She's A-OK, good in my book. Yeah, we burnt down a world
So-
tree because it had Azerite.
So
in it.
you telling me that I could have spent the money and been to level 100, except now you're making me go grind it out?
Yeah.
That's just mean.
Well, here's the thing. Level boost. So first of all, it's $50 for the expansion.
Hey, Slinky Yellow,
It's
look what I got.
it is $50 for the expansion. So I wanted to make sure that you enjoyed the leveling system before you
I
boost your
did.
character.
I did, and he was telling me, you gotta go kill this. You gotta go kill this. You
The thing
gotta go
is-
kill this.
I've quested for 9 hours now total. No, I can't say 9. Definitely more than that because I played 9 one night. I think I grinded a grand total. I think I'm at 18 hours now, and I'm just now getting to 118, 119. So obviously, the higher level you are, the more it takes to level up, and the more time it takes. Keep in mind, I'm not dungeoning, so I'm not doing it efficiently right now.
Right.
You can absolutely do that, but grinding takes time, and if you're not willing to lose a little bit of sleep over it, or put off some other activities, then it definitely. I come home and I definitely lose a bit of sleep to WoW. I go to the gym, work. Like I'll take a break, go to the gym, work out for an hour and a half, come back, and then I'll hop on the grind until probably about 2:30 in the morning. Then I pass out. So it's a matter of sitting down and just playing.
It's dedication.
Yeah, and honestly, with a lot of the quests, they're not very hard, but some of them are really, really fun. You get to do stuff like, I had to go chase alpaca. Here I am, the champion of the Horde. I'm renowned by Sylvanas herself, and I'm chasing down alpaca and capturing them, making sure they don't get away from this Zendalari troll. So he's like, oh, thanks, Mon, for helping me out. And I'm like, no problem. He gives me 7 gold, and I go on my way. But that's the fun of WoW, because while you're doing that, we also just killed the help of the assistant of an old god. So, which old gods are super, super, super powerful and whatnot. So it's really, really cool to kind of go back between just being a normal adventurer to help out local people, but to also be a super champion of something. I feel important that way.
You feel important.
And that's how WoW used to be. WoW used to be an adventurer. You were just an adventurer, a mercenary, a gun for hire. When you lived in Kalimdor with the Horde, or you lived on the Eastern Kingdoms with the Alliance, and you were considered a human, or if you were a human, you were of course just considered with the Alliance. It wasn't until Draenor where they're like, you've helped us out so much in the past, we're making you a commander. It's like, wait, hold on, I'm just an adventurer. I'm just some dude you pay gold to go kill the giant dragon over there. Like that's all I'm here for. It kind of took you it kind of took me out of the immersion a little bit, but I think with Battle for Azeroth, it definitely feels a bit more, because we're just around again we're helping everybody and anybody out, which is cool. It's a lot of fun.
Okay. And from what I understand, you can play this at any time of day. You're gonna find
100
people on there.
Yeah, Twitch just hit, like, I think when it released, there were 600,000 people watching people play. And right now, I still think there's I think we're at like 150,000 on Twitch right now. I can check that in a second. But regardless, WoW is a ton of fun if you're okay with, obviously it gets mildly repetitive, and you have to be okay with constantly trying to better yourself as you play. You can't sit here and go, well, I played once and I'm done now.
Yeah.
No, you want to be able to keep growing and keep pushing forward, because when you get to the raids, and it's like, it'll be the second week of the expansion, it's coming up, when the raids open up and the raids are fully playable, and no one has any information on anything yet. We don't know the times, we don't know the phases, we don't know the debuffs, we don't know the attacks. It's a big learning process, because you and 15 to 20 other people are sitting here trying to figure out the mechanics okay, well, when this boss's health gets down to 10%, suddenly he goes into overdrive and starts attacking, doing double damage, so the healers start paying attention. Or there have been times where they just make the platform disappear, or they become invisible, and you have to like work together to find them. It becomes really, really intuitive and really, really fun. So when you see, and when you get a lot of people together, it becomes even more fun because you're figuring that out together. You're enjoying yourselves as you play. It's why I really, really enjoy WoW. People who play WoW by themselves, I feel, really, really struggle to stick with the game. And it's because they didn't find a group. They didn't find it. I encourage early players to find an early guild. There's so many guilds in the world that are there to help you out. They're there to just take in new players and grow their numbers, but as well as start a community. I'm part of a community. I'm part of a small guild called Horde Evolution. They've been great to me so far. Guild perks are always really, really nice. So we formed a small community. You know, like only like 9 or 10 of us are kind of active in our Discord, but it's great because if I want to go do special quests or something like that, I can grab them, go, hey, anybody up for this? And a bunch of people join in and we all go.
What did we used to do?
Skateboard, ride our bicycles,
World of Warcraft has 128,000
stalk
viewers.
girls in malls.
Yeah.
We get in trouble for that now.
Mall rats.
I know. It was
We were mall rats.
just so different, you know.
But now you have to think of, like, you know, those 8 to 10 people are now friends that I play with. I talk to almost every other day. And we talk to each other on a weekly basis, or we're going closer and closer and closer. I found out one of them. It's a buddy here, lives in Florida. He's like an hour away from us, and we have a lot in common. I'm like, oh man, that's awesome.
Correct, but that's the crazy thing. Before, our friends were limited to our neighborhood to where we could see them.
At
Now,
halftime, you didn't like them.
your friend could be in France. He could be in
if
Brazil.
If Calcor is watching, I don't know, he might be. I sent him the link a little while ago. Calcor is coming to visit us in November. He's all the way from Texas. We met him when he was in the Air Force, purely through video games. Through like I think it was like Minecraft is where the guys originally met him, and then I met them through school. So I then got to meet Calcor. We have Archie out in England. How you doing, Archie? I don't know. I sent you the link too, but I don't know if you watched or if you're watching right now. But if you are, hi.
midnight over there.
Mark,
It is late.
Mark Muncie said, bring back City of Heroes. We like Mark. Don't run Mark off.
No. It's not me disagreeing with Mark. It's me kind of.
Is that part of WoW?
City of Heroes? Let me. I don't know if it's an official part of. No, it's not. Oh, I know it.
And then
okay.
some Michael Stanley guy said, bring back the villages of the City of Villains.
City of Heroes, if I'm correct, because I was curious as to what you're talking about. It's an online style game, it seems. I'm thinking like City of Heroes doesn't sound like anything from WoW.
Okay. Hey, wait a minute. Slinky got back on. Slink. Look what I got. I'm playing with your Slinky. Anyway.
Yeah, it was an MMORPG of superheroes. I thought so. Do you like just use and published by
Cryptic Studios.
Not Soft,
Published by
NCSoft.
NCSoft.
Yeah, no, I would say online games are great. I would say I talked about subscription games earlier and how they help out people in when they grow up. It definitely it wasn't so much paying bills for me was kind of normal because I already paid my WoW subscription. I already paid my RuneScape and whatnot back when I played that, and my Club Penguin even way back in the day. So even from a young age, I learned, well, monthly payments come on this day. I have to have the money by this day. Whether it was doing back when I was younger, it was I'll weed the garden if I can have some money for World of Warcraft, and that kind of how it worked.
And see, that's a good positive spin to what you normally hear about kids in games and how terrible it is, and oh my God, they're mine. But you can't
exactly.
have.
I wasn't freaked out when I got my first car payment. It was just like, oh my God, it's coming. I'm just like, well, no, it's coming on the 3rd. It means I when the 3rd rolls around, I need to have $135 ready.
Yeah.
Simple as that. It
Good life lesson.
I would say it wasn't a culture shock to me, which is why I think that was a really, really good day. As well as, to be honest, World of Warcraft has improved my people skills by a ton, because I have to meet new people every week for Raid Week, because we always have like 2 or 3 spots open, and we always offer them Discord, and not everybody is the same kind of person. Some people are a bit more abrasive, some people are a bit more shy, so I had to learn to talk to new people and try to make them comfortable while making them the best they can be in the raid.
The best you could be.
Of course. Your Penguin game was $5.99 a month. I know, and I was a good boy and The shine of domes is flashing the cameras in the mouth. Chrome Dome Power Hour, baby. Woo!
Don't hate because you love.
Ultima Online is first for many. Remember Norwegian Nights and AOL. Yeah, Norwegian Night, I'm sorry, Neverwinter. Neverwinter Nights was made, was early. That one had a part of a hand was in it, was called Wizards of the Coast. And they handled D&D, and they also created Magic the Gathering. And they had a small hand in that too, so a lot of some of the characters have crossed over. It was a really, really interesting. It was early. Actually, believe it or not, there's an old game show we used to do on here. And Boss Tech had to set up a laptop to do a screen capture of a player standing in a pub, so you could have backup. That was Neverwinter.
Okay, yeah, I love that. So we did a live D&D show for 2 hours.
And
Okay.
we wanted to make it look like they were sitting in a pub playing.
So we went to
Oh, okay.
Neverwinter, and the guys were playing the D&D. We had an overhead camera. We had multiple, but behind was chroma key, was green screen.
Yeah.
So we superimposed the pub. A lot of people liked it, but then the true diehards said, "Oh, it's so distracting."
Yeah,
Stop!
people
So,
said it was distracting. It was
Two
weird.
people said that. 20 people didn't say that.
Yeah.
And these guys followed the 2 people.
Yeah. So
And the viewership went.
it was disappointing. It was a cool concept. So
I was
would've been
very, I
awesome,
was way ahead of my time.
you were. I would say these are old games that people are bringing up, which are great. That's why I think online video gaming specifically is fantastic. As
Hey,
for-
Mama Tech's watching.
I know. As for story purposes and whatnot, obviously, was it Guild and Knights and Center Magic the Gathering when they bought? They bought. Yeah, they did. Oh, that's great. I didn't know Mark knew all about this.
But you know,
Fun.
it's kind of funny though.
I
Hey,
haven't
so
geek out about stuff like this in a
so
while.
I have a guy at church. I'm not going to say his last name, but his first name is Brad. We're trying. They have a D&D group. I'm trying to talk them into doing the D&D show again, and we'll
I
do
think
the,
that'd
we'll
be
do the
awesome.
exact same thing, which is freaking awesome.
D&D is a ton of fun. That's when you have that one definitely is. It's better when you have real life friends where they're nearby
Correct.
you, because being able to meet up and play is so much more fun. Doing it online is fine because obviously we have people that are, as I said, they're in Texas. We have people in California. We have Rich and Hyro. How you doing, guys? As well as we have Archie out in England. So we all do want to try and play D&D together. We do have to meet on certain nights. It's easier to choreograph it when we're all from home. It's a little harder with jobs and whatnot meeting up in real life, but I definitely enjoy meeting up in real life more than our computers, but it's still fun nonetheless.
So check this out. So talking about meeting up in real life, we were out. Did we talk about this on Nerd Talk last week? I don't think we did.
I don't know what you're talking about.
So
figure it out.
we went out. We did an event last Saturday. Was it last Saturday? Yeah, I think it was last Saturday. Out at the Holiday Hilton by the Veterans Expressway, Suncoast Highway. And so after the event was all done in whole 9 yards, we went into Glory Days. And George, nice meeting your brother if you're watching. If not, I'll make sure that I'll put it up for you. So I'm noticing all these big screens, and it's all football, blah blah
Yeah.
blah 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 blah. Now, don't get me wrong. Well, I'm not. We'll talk Tuesday night about football.
Okay.
But I'm not getting. I'm not going down that path right now because that's twisted views. But anyway, so I asked him to come over because we've been there quite a bit. It's one of Dylan's and his friends' favorite place to go eat.
Glorious.
So yeah, so he sat down with us and I said, I have a question for you.
There's a sponsorship I'd love.
I said, are any of these smart TVs, or can you only show football games? He goes, no, why? I said, well, have you ever heard of League of Legends or Hearthstone or Overwatch? He goes, well, yeah. I said, did you know they have big championships that they stream live through Twitch?
Mark Muncie, just answer your question real quick. Tampa Bay Screams 2018. I don't think we are specifically. I do believe Slinky is going though. Slinky Horror Art, I believe, will be there as well as Comic Book 101. I'm not 100% sure if we are going. I think we might go to for a day or two, possibly.
What is it?
Tampa Bay Screams 2018.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I want to go. I want to go. But anyway, so we were sitting there. I said, well, how about? I said, it's great to see all these guys in here cheering your favorite football teams on and blah blah blah. But how would you like to get the nerd and geek world, the gaming world,
Yeah.
all in here? And he goes, and to watch these streams. He goes, well, they are smart TVs. They can get if he can get to the internet,
Then yeah.
then he can get there. I'm
Yeah,
like,
because a lot
so
of there's online. There's online Twitch
all
streams.
you geeks and nerds, hit us up. If there's one big stream coming up on Twitch that we all want to go watch, he said
That would be awesome. Yeah, if he's willing to put them
I
on.
say right now, I believe we have the Dota 2 International. What's going on right now? I think, goodness gracious, Leagues is coming up not too long. Worlds is coming up. I believe in November-ish. Don't quote me on that. I have to look up the exact day for Worlds. But that'd probably be a big viewing party. So if we could schedule a viewing party at Glory Days, I don't know which one you want to do. The one up in Cooperage and the one in Palm Harbor, depending on.
by the Suncoast.
Yeah, so say it would depend on spacing and people, but we could totally try and get a viewing party put together.
He said, let him know. He goes, let's try something small at first. So they have that over by the bar area. They have one smart TV over there.
Right.
But there's an area in the back where you can sit almost 30, 40 people, and they have 8 TVs.
Yeah. See, I'm sure, like, if we make it happen, and he notices the people that is the group, he's gonna start switching.
Yeah.
TVs.
And then people are like, what is going on there? Well, they're watching this. And next thing you know, they may all go, well, we want to watch that. That's cool. You know?
Gotta get those inner nerds to come out.
Right, Mark?
Yeah, Mark. We know Waypoint 6 does, but you know, that's for me. That's an hour and a half drive. It's an hour drive.
Well, Suncoast is an hour drive for a lot
yeah,
of
but
people,
I can
too.
Uber there. No, it's only 20 minutes.
For us, because we're up this way
Right.
already.
Well, actually, when Eddie finds his new house, he's only 35 minutes away.
Yeah.
That's because he hops from the veterans.
That's
He's
right.
Good
Yeah.
to go.
Yeah. So, but anyway, so let's talk about some tech news. You want to
say,
talk
right,
about some
yeah.
tech
I
news?
think I burnt up enough of
Yeah,
your
yeah.
guys'
So,
time.
how many of you out there in our nerdosphere have Samsung phones? Do you have a Samsung phone?
Right here.
Oh,
And
well.
you were scaring me.
Did you know that the Samsung S9 Note 8, these are sending private photos to contacts without consent?
Yeah, this is weird. Hold
And I
on.
think even my Dylan boy, he's got us a good picture.
So,
I mean, I have a picture of a phone.
Well, you know, according to
I
the
tried to grab the ones that they use.
according to one of the victims that happened, the entire photo gallery
went out.
went out.
Do you have this phone?
No.
Then you may be at risk. Oh,
Well,
not that one?
two
Okay,
good things.
then how about
Yep.
this one?
The two good things is, number one, I checked my gallery, I'm safe. And number two,
Joke's on you. I don't have anything incriminating. Go ahead.
And number
Look
two-
at my naked bod pics.
I haven't upgraded to neither one of these models.
So you're good.
I'm good.
Right. So the bug is tied to the rich communication services. It's a new protocol that rolled out earlier this year for Android devices to boost messaging capabilities.
I mean,
Yeah.
how would you like that? You start getting all these messages of people saying, why did you send me this?
Yeah, exactly. It's like
that would definitely be my.
it
what?
kind of reminds
Moment.
me of Alexa sending out messages that it's been recording to just arbitrary people in your contact list.
Anybody who watched Black Mirror is already now terrified, by the way, because that was literally how the movie started. It was just like, I'm gonna start doing things on my own now. It's like, can we not?
AI is cool, but
Oh damn! Hope everyone has a clean photo gallery.
Yeah,
oh yeah, exactly.
I don't know, Ed. Do you have a clean photo gallery?
Well, I just have the progress picked for my guns, but other than
yeah,
that, I mean,
okay.
but other than that, I seem to everything else in there is pretty much whatever. I hope you enjoy memes.
You know,
Memes.
everyone with a Samsung phone right now is going to their gallery.
Exactly. Oh my God. Oh, we gotta get rid of
Delete, delete,
that.
delete,
Maybe
delete.
we need to take that down. All the you
Just in case.
know, I got news for you. If it's on there, Android, Samsung, they've all got a copy
Well,
of your pictures, whether
Sam-
you like it or not.
Samsung specifically, not all Androids affected by this. This is just poor coding
Yeah.
on.
Well,
Android, on
I think
Samsung's part.
I understand that, but still,
Well, it's poor security.
when the minute you take a photo in your picture, it's in their cloud, and they have it.
Yep.
Period. I mean, my phone. If I take a picture on my phone or a video in here, it immediately goes to my iCloud. It goes to my Apple account.
Well, that's how a lot of the celebrity explicit photos got released.
The hacks?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that
Hey,
big
you
one
want a
released a few
picture
years
of my
ago.
stuff? All right. Good luck. Have fun. Ain't nothing on there, but all right.
Yeah.
So, okay, how about this? Okay. Federal regulators have served Facebook with a compliance, alleging that have served them, stating that they've their advertising tools allowed landlords and real estate brokers to engage in housing discrimination. So it allowed them to redline.
See, that's
Scary.
Pretty
You
bad.
know, you get in trouble in 2016 for the Russians going in there and stealing all your stuff, right?
You
And
get in trouble in
now,
2018
and
for
then
them selling the information.
Wait a minute. Are you saying that's why?
2017,
Are you saying
like,
that's why I
and
had
now
such a hard time finding a house?
that could have been.
That could have been.
It could have been. That could have hurt
How come
you.
the house was available, and then when I showed interest, immediately I would get the house no longer available?
Yep. Because they didn't check you out. They just whatever your name was.
Mira.
You need a white name.
Mark-
Bob Smith.
There you go.
Mark,
Dude,
I think
you
people
are
would-
in.
I think people would just be looking, be a bit more concerned on, is this guy trying to hide a body?
That's awesome.
Swamps, haunted house, and archive shots. Just like, hold on, where's this guy? What's this guy doing for a living? Hold on. Convict? No, not a felon. Okay, cool.
Convicted? Never convicted.
No, never.
Okay, so here's another one. Okay, this is a big one, and I've been saying this for a long time. Anyway, Google clarifies the location tracking policy. So, even if you've gone into your phone, and this is iPhone, this is all phones across the board, and you turn off your location tracking system, they're
Correct.
still tracking you.
Yes. That. And the thing is, iPhone told you a while back that they would be doing that, but that was specifically, it was for a specific app that came along with the phone, which is Find My iPhone, which means if you type in your username and password into somebody else's phone, your phone, whether it be dead or not, would show its either last location or it would show its current location if it was still on, allowing you to track your phone. That one, it asks you that when you first turn the phone on. It goes, would you like to turn on Find My iPhone? No, it did not say location services. It asked, would you like to turn on Find My iPhone? And if you said yes, then it constantly has your location. It was a little sketchy. Honestly, though, when you think of it this way, I don't have anywhere incriminating. I don't do anything against the law. I really don't have a whole hell of a lot to worry about. So that was kind of my reasoning for that. It's just like, oh boy, you caught me at the ice cream shop, staring in the window crying because I can't eat it.
But in a way, if you've turned that off, in a way, that's still invasion of privacy.
If they're leading you to believe that
That's
you've
right.
selected to turn it off.
If you have the option to turn it off,
Right.
then they should not be tracking you still.
Correct.
It's mildly sketchy if you do.
Okay, so that one's kind of interesting. So how about this? So Twitter wants to change the core of its system.
That's the CEO.
Okay, yep, that is. So that is Jack Dorsey. He wants to revamp the core of the service to fight rampant abuse and misinformation. Now, who deems it if it's misinformation?
That's the thing. It's
The FCC.
Really? So
Yeah.
the FCC is going to go through every tweet and go, that's fake news.
But the FCC would give them a guideline to go by.
But at the end of the day, what has been proven, if we just look at the news today, is still people behind it.
Yeah, 100%.
So it's
There's a lot of it's actually I have to give kudos to Twitter. Actually, I can't rip on them because I'm sure you know, Father Bostek, being a right-sided Republican.
I'm not a Republican. I'm an independent.
conservative. You're
Conservative. That's right.
Right. Well, I'm sure you heard what happened with InfoWars
Yeah.
and how they were pulled off of everything. Twitter is the only social media site currently that will not remove them. Jack, the CEO, that they're up
Okay.
on screen, just made a large post, in fact, saying that they have not violated the terms of service in any way. Therefore, they will be continued to be to allowed to be using the
I'll give him
social
that.
media platform. I think it was really well done on him. It means they were not going to buy into the, it's hate speech and whatnot. It's like, no, it's.
Well, I
allowed
mean,
to
their
say.
biggest thing is they're having to deal with the hate, abuse, misinformation, and bad actors using service for elections, interference, targeting, harassment, and scams. Twitter isn't alone in this. I mean, everybody's done it.
Correct.
So the bottom line is do they really fix it, or do they just look like they're trying to fix it?
Correct.
You know, I mean, I get it. Okay, and last but not least, okay. So if you ever want to know what's going on inside your body, just go to the LA subways because they have installed body scanners.
Yeah.
So my question is can you go by and say, hey, can I get a copy of that for my doctor?
So, LA subways. First of all,
LA.
that's LA.
LA.
Why would you ever get in a subway in LA?
They say they're pretty good.
But are they safe?
I should also point out people in the comments that told me I was incorrect. No. Alex Jones Infowars is all still up on Twitter. You can see their Twitters right here.
There you go.
This is Mr. Alex Jones, who was just removed off of Facebook, Twitter, Spotify, and YouTube. Oh, and iTunes as well. So no, he's still around. They're not going to get rid of him. He made Jack, I believe is his name, made the post. He got a lot of backlash for it, but he's standing by his word. So I cannot rip on him this week.
Is this from the LA
Yeah.
stuff or this
Yeah,
airport?
That's
Shows a lot.
It's their subway system, is it not?
all I know is that's one hung woman. Oh, that's two. That's a guy and a girl.
Yeah, it's a guy and a
He's
girl.
hung and she's not bad. She's clenching her buttock, so I would do for an oral cavity surgery.
There you go.
I'm just saying.
You got something in there.
Something's going on, baby.
Like Dylan's trying to
Look at Dylan's like,
I'm like, you guys are like, oh yeah. I'm just like,
don't you see it?
It's heat
That's the
signatures.
male.
I'm not looking.
That's the female.
I can figure that one out pretty quickly.
Oh.
And
Okay,
she
I
is
just wanna make
clenching.
sure.
She is clenching. Look at that. I mean, you can tell it's all pushed into the side. Just saying.
Somebody got nervous.
I don't think New York will ever do this, Michael. I don't think they can afford it. Their subway system
Oh, it's
is
so
way
much.
more elaborate than LA
The
is.
scanner from Total Recall.
I mean,
Yeah, it does.
is it security based?
Supposed to be.
You know, as a anti-terrorism measure?
Exactly.
Okay.
So I don't have a problem with that.
So everyone add 10 minutes onto your subway time.
Pretty
Or,
much, when you
so
go into
because
LA.
There's going to be a line. So the lines are going to be a little worse now.
And did you know? Did you know?
you know?
Did you know?
The
Hold on,
more
hold on.
you know.
No, this is what drives Dylan crazy. Actually, did you know that in New York, LA, and Chicago, that the cab companies have now gone to the mayors and all this and said, hey, we're losing a crap load of money. Push Uber out. Push Lyft out.
Oh, of course they want
So
them
like
out.
in New York, they're trying to limit the amount of Uber and Lyft drivers that are in the city.
I still stand by from when we walked around New York and whatnot. I still stand by that it takes longer by cab than it does by foot.
Oh, well, it depends where you're going, but yeah.
But if
Man,
it's
we
pouring
were-
rain, you don't care how long it takes because you don't want to be walking in.
Right, that's fair.
But that's
No.
why, and that's the difference between, I think, Uber and the cabs. Uber gives you a flat rate to go from here to here.
Yeah.
Well,
But
cabs,
it-
they just tick.
I would say Uber pre-calculates the distance and the amount of gas it's going to take, and so if the driver messes up and misses a turn, that's on the driver, not on you.
That's right.
And I like that.
And I sit in those cabs going from LaGuardia to
Oh, it's
Manhattan, and because of rush hour, I literally said to the cab, I'm not paying for this. I'm not paying to sit. You can hit me for mileage, and I know what the mileage is because I've got it right here on my Google, and it's this many miles. And which route are you taking? Because I've got 5 different routes, and it's telling me every one of them what it is.
He's a beast.
So,
No.
wah.
That's
Okay.
why I was always a fan of the subway system.
I like the subway system.
You can get anywhere.
Yeah,
I
anywhere.
think Uber is a less scummy version of a cab, which is good.
Well, yeah, kind of.
Depends on the driver.
Telling you, that's the thing is there's not much for background checks. Well, there is now. There wasn't when it started. When it started, it was kind of just like anybody under the sun.
But that's kind of funny that you go, now that they're going to look at your junk in your trunk.
Hey,
And she's got something, dude.
Don't
She's
think they're necessarily doing that, but
somebody's.
I'll be proud.
Look at the dingle dangle guy, man. He's
I'll
he's
start
hanging down
shaking
there.
my
all
hips.
right.
Right,
I'll start shaking my hips.
We're leaving,
Yes.
Wow! Wow!
Twitch.
Wow!
We're leaving Twitch guidelines here.
Okay, so
Okay, what's next?
so
The
now
topic.
we're gonna move. Guess what? So what do you think the top 10 movies today are?
What do you think?
What do you think online? Who do you? Who knows?
I want to see who answers. Yep.
No, and no Googling this before you answer.
Yeah, no Google.
I'll be completely honest. I'm angry with what's top 10 grossers.
And no, Michael, you can't answer this question.
Mike, don't put it.
So, what do you think the first? Let's get rid of the buttocks on the screen.
why don't we
please.
start number 10?
Oh, let's do number 10 first.
All
Yeah.
right.
Number 10.
That's right, you have it out there, don't I?
It's Harry Potter.
Is what?
It's Harry Potter.
Whoa,
It's
wait.
not Harry Potter.
I was of this week, not of all time.
Yeah. So
Okay.
as of today, number 10 comes in at Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Yep. So after it had a pretty successful opening weekend. It is maintaining success. It's still heavily watched, despite there being a few pretty solid releases this week.
Yeah, as of this week, it's gone 4 million, but overall it's $203,573,980.
It's a
So
good day for Marvel.
overall, it's doing better than all of them.
Oh, of course. It's been out for quite some time now, as
Right.
well as it's a Marvel movie.
Right.
Wait, how much
So,
did it cost to make though? That's
I bet you that probably cost
Actually, that
25 mil.
that number is too over budget for the movie was
2 million.
unlisted.
Oh, hey. Don't unlist stuff. We want to know. Okay, so number 9,
Is another one I'm mad about.
Hotel Transylvania 3.
3.
Summer vacation.
We all need to get
I
together.
don't go, blah, 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 blah.
We all need to get together as a community, as a whole, as a United States, as of America, as of a human race, and stop seeing Adam Sandler movies because damn it, they're terrible.
No, they're not. Did you?
They're awful.
It was. I
I only
loved
saw the
them.
trailers.
I
so-
saw 1 and 2. I can't wait till it comes
I saw
out.
1. 1 was fine. 2, that was okay. It was unnecessary, but sure. 3, what are you doing?
But it's raised $146 million.
Because there are a lot of children in this world and parents that don't
Well,
want to parent.
The proof is in the pudding.
Okay.
Nah.
So number 8, The Equalizer 2.
This one
2.
I thought was going to be as good as the first one. And after looking at recent reviews and whatnot, it's not holding up the same candle.
I think because he became cockier in this one, and no one likes The Equalizer. Is supposed to be this really laid back, cool dude. Not even cool.
Humble.
He's just very. But this one he gets a little mouthy,
Actually, I haven't.
and I think that's what takes away with
I'll
it.
have to watch.
Look at the camera. Action speak, and then back to the fighting. And it's like that's
Right.
unnecessary.
So number 7. Now this one's interesting. Mamma Mia, here we go again.
Musicals always do well in their own right.
I don't.
You wouldn't catch
Like
me going to the movie for that.
Well,
Anyway.
because you don't like musicals, but then again, you also enjoy Mission Impossible movies. All 9 remakes of them.
We're
plus the
getting
11
there.
Ocean
So number
movies and-
6. Number 6. The Spy Who Dumped Me.
Comedy movie. Woo! Comedy movies look fun.
It's 6 million so far this I guess it's this month, and 24 million over. Well, let's say 25 million overall.
Reviews for that movie aren't terrible. They're just
No.
not fantastic. They're like people are like it's a comedy movie. There's no substance.
It's
to
a
it,
comedy. They're hot. I mean, it's got Mila
Mila Kunis.
Yeah, she's in it. So that
There you
alone
go.
makes it worth watching. And okay, so number 5. Dun dun dun. Black Klansman.
This one has a ridiculous, obviously based on true story. Also has really good ratings as of right now. It's equal parts funny, actiony, and the borderline story. The story as well is really nice, really well put together.
I don't know. I think they're reaching on it. So number 4.
I don't think they're reaching.
So here's number 4. Now the top 3 we have the trailers for, and Dylan will show those.
All right, nice.
Number 4 is Slender Man.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
They literally made a movie about an internet myth.
I know.
I should point out this movie would have done better if they had released it 3 to 4 years ago when it was relevant. It's no longer really relevant, so it's going to suffer in the box office from now on. As well as the movie itself isn't very good as reviews are reading, so I think it's only going to get worse from here on out. I think their opening weekend scored them $11 million, and I think it's going to stop right there. They're not going to get much more than that.
Okay. So
And then I say
the number 3, and we're gonna let him play the trailer first,
Okay.
and then we will talk about it, because this is the creepiest thing that I think I have seen
I'm
yet.
really glad you said that instead of
It was like, yeah, I probably won't see
This will
it.
be the first time I'm watching it. So.
Oh, really? Okay. So,
All right, so
I've
let's
seen
go
the
ahead
trailer.
and
here it is.
give it a shot.
Oh, I do like a party.
Come on, Pig.
What should happen if you forget about me?
Silly old bear. I won't ever forget about you, Pooh. I promise. Not even when I'm 100.
We should be working this weekend, Robin.
But I promised my wife and daughter I'd take them away this weekend.
All hands on deck.
You won't be coming to the cottage.
Well, it can't be helped.
Your life is happening now, right in front of you.
What to do, what to do, what to do. What to do indeed.
Pooh?
Christopher Robin.
No. The tree I remember was in the countryside, not here in London. There's no opening.
I suppose it's where it needs to be.
That's a silly explanation.
Why, thank you.
Pooh, why are you here?
Oh, yes, I need your help. I've lost all of my friends.
Let's get to the bottom of this. Look up, Pooh. Here I come. It would appear that I am stuck.
Have you just eaten honey?
I have not just eaten honey. I wonder which way.
I always get to where I'm going by walking away from where I have been.
Do you?
That's the way I do it.
Hello, Eeyore.
Christopher Robin, it's you playing again.
Let's go and see if we can find Piglet.
I've already stayed far too long. Hello, everyone. So nice to see you all again.
Why, thank you.
Silly old bear.
I was wrong about work. I was wrong about everything, and I've got to get back to my family.
Farewell, Christopher Robin. I would have liked it to go on for a while longer. Perhaps it's our turn to save Christopher. You must be Madeline.
Wait, you're the bearer of my father's drawings?
Yes. Do you know where he is?
I do.
Let's bounce! I just saw the most preposterous imposter. Look at him.
Digger! Eeyore! Piglet!
If anyone wants to clap, now is the time to do it.
Oh, bother. Oh, dear, dear.
I don't remember being cheery.
People say nothing is impossible, but I do nothing every day.
No, Pooh, that's not the... Oh, never mind.
Okay, so that they should have kept as a cartoon.
Yeah.
Pooh.
Those
Pooh
animals
definitely creeped me out a
look
little bit.
scary as hell, man. That's nightmare shit right there. I'm just telling you.
You think kids are going to have nightmares that see it?
I won't watch it. There's no way. No way. Nope. I'm good. I don't need to.
Definitely a lot
freak
creepier.
out. Yeah.
Definitely a lot creepier than the cartoon.
Yeah. So.
The next one is a review because we're running out of time.
All right. Go ahead.
48 minutes. This next one is a review and a trailer that we're going to talk about. So
Yes.
we're back.
Your mission. Should you choose to accept it? I wonder, did you ever choose not to? The end you always feared is coming. And the blood will be on your hands. The fallout of all your good intentions.
You had a terrible choice to make in Berlin. One life.
So,
Okay.
Just for time reasons, we're going to.
We went and saw that.
Yeah, we went.
I love
really?
it. It
You
was
like it?
good.
Yeah, this
Okay.
is why I don't take what he says for. He's like, oh yeah, he's like, I think they're reaching for a movie. This is the 6th one you've sat through, and you're like, it's great. I'm like, it's the same formula.
I own them all.
But if it works,
nothing like it's like nothing's.
So
changed.
here's what you really don't understand. In the 70s and 80s,
Mm-hmm.
they were like 8-9 seasons of the
Correct. Mission
and
Impossible.
we knew they were always going to do it. And they were always going to use a fake mask, and they were always going to use some smoke and bombs.
We know. It's
but
just like-
it's people still tuned in and
But
watched.
as a moviegoer, I'm allowed to voice my opinion and go,
Yeah.
I want something original, and I haven't
No.
got something original at all. Actually, here's the thing. We did get something original, and it's the next trailer, and ironically, I don't like it because I'm like, well, you
Okay, so
wait,
that
it's-
was number 2. So number 1.
I'll say it's like this is the way I have to put it is I'm going to use a quote from somebody else. It's like a way to think outside but pressed right up against the box. You're outside of it, but it's like
He's right, he's
we're
right.
outside
Okay.
the box, but we're gonna press right against it. Here we go. Number 1, grossing at $45 million on its opening weekend.
nice.
bigger than we ever thought possible.
How big is that thing?
It was the largest shark that ever existed.
A living fossil.
Thought to have been extinct for over 2 million years. Wrong.
My God. It's a megalodon. He's kidding, right? That thing's out there. We need to find it and kill it.
Why don't you just put a tracker on it? Did you guys ever watch Shark Week?
He looks heroic, but he's kind of got a negative attitude. Chew on this, you ugly.
Love it.
Oh, that's the new Jaws.
Yes.
That's going to be the new Jaws.
Now, do you think, will it have the effect Jaws had? Because Jaws did have an effect on beaches and people going to the beach and getting into the water. Is it that creepy where people are going to be...
Well, I mean, when Deep Blue came out, I think it was Deep Blue.
Deep Blue Sea.
Deep Blue Sea came out, it affected tourism on the beaches.
I don't think... As this sounds really, really silly, but I don't think they were as gullible as they are. Here's the thing. Nowadays, we look at a movie and go, it's a movie. It's not real. Jaws, when it came out, there was no warning like that. It wasn't a movie. People thought it was like a real event. They thought it was based on a true story. Nowadays, people don't believe it unless it says based on a true story. We go, yeah, okay, but that can't happen. So we think it doesn't.
This is not based off a true story?
No, it's not. Megalodons are extinct.
Are they?
Are you sure?
Are they really?
Of that, yes.
How
do we
sure
know?
Of that? Have you been down there?
We've only explored 7% of the oceans on the world. 7%. That's it.
Okay. Well, actually, I can explain that. So, statistically speaking,
now it's hearsay statistics.
It's not hearsay. It's statistically speaking. It's speaking in terms of mathematics. So, sharks. You say you call yourself a bona fide expert on sharks sometimes. Whenever we bring it up, how many sharks do teeth lose a year?
They actually lose almost all of their teeth.
So wouldn't we find massive megalodon teeth around the ocean floor constantly?
They're all the way in the bottom.
They're on the bottom of the deep water where they're at. We haven't got down to those depths yet.
You're saying that the megalodon lives within a very like 2% of the ocean in the Marianas Trench?
Not 2%. I think it's more like 13 or 14% of the ocean.
The Marianas Trench.
And yes, there's other trenches down there that are
Judge the size of that one real quick.
The twins.
Run that one back again.
Nope.
You sure? You go with that number.
Dylan, I have to say, just never say never.
The thing is the only reason
never say never.
A shark of that size wouldn't. It's very, very hard for it to still be alive.
No, that's
because of how much it would have to consume.
It eats whales.
Eats blue whales.
Blue whales.
There you go.
Yeah. or white whales. It doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
It'll eat the smaller ones too.
I'm just sitting here thinking. I'm just like, oh, so what you're saying is that.
Where do you think all the dead whales go?
There you go.
Have you seen dead whales just floating over it? Nope.
Yes.
Nope.
They
Not
beach
that
themselves.
many.
Well, that's just because they got scared of the big Meg.
I did a Google search last week. Whales are dumb. They're not very intelligent creatures. They swim right up on the land.
Don't call the whales dumb.
Yes, come on.
That's mean.
Belugas are your friend.
Do whales beach themselves?
Anyway, so the Meg
group of stranding often determined is difficult to behavior due to pre-stranding. The hypothesis is that whales accidentally strand themselves while attempting to come to aid of another beached whale sending out distress calls. So it's like, oh yeah, well how'd the first one? Changes in tide and often chasing food. They can beach themselves.
That
doesn't mean they're stupid.
Why did the buffalo follow each other off the cliff?
Dad, if I hold a donut in front of a wall and I pull away at the last second, you hit your face on the wall and then you do it again. What are you?
I won't do it again.
But the whales do is the problem. So what are you at that point?
Yeah, okay.
You're an idiot. It's like,
so
come on.
so the Meg pulled out week 1, 45,402,195.
Massive numbers for
Wow, they're in a
Jaws
4,100 4,100. Yeah.
So with a minute to go.
Okay.
Okay. Wow, already.
All in all, that was I was surprised. I didn't think the Meg would do nearly as well as it did.
I didn't either. I thought it would come out and be more like a Deep Blue Sea.
Yeah, it become a cult film. But
yeah.
Funny enough, it was actually surprisingly good. From what reviewers, the reviews aren't good, but people like seeing sharks because sharks are cool.
But I don't go off reviews.
No, I don't either.
There's reviews that I've seen that says crap. I love them.
I go see it just because they said it's crap because you know what? They don't know what they're talking about. So, but that being said, though,
that's fan based. We're also 45 minutes or 45 seconds still. So.
Oh, okay, good.
Oh,
so,
wow.
So everybody tune in next week, and we'll have the whole crew back. I hope.
We'll have most of us.
You'll never know.
We'll have more of us.
I think Slinky's going to take his Slinky home.
You think he's going to take it? Let's hide it from him.
So I can't play with it no more because I'm having a blast playing with it.
I think the viewers are going to agree because you keep going click, click, click. For
Sorry, viewers. Sorry.
We're going to hide it from him.
They will. They probably will. I'm here all the time, though. It's hard to hide something from me.
I have not been watching the chat. I apologize, but I want to thank everyone for joining us tonight, and we will see you all next week. Bye.
Bye, y'all. Come back now, you hear? Okay.